Yeah, joining us now to discuss this further is our Business Analyst Chika Mbonu, bright and early Monday morning. Welcome to October.
Yes,
formally speaking.
Yes, Rotus.
In the manner of speaking.
Yes,
thank
bosom,
you.
bosom,
Yes,
bosom,
and
bosom.
I'm sitting in for Rotus.
Yes, for my Rotus, my dear Rotus.
Yes, he's on holiday.
Yes,
so I have the privilege of sitting here for him. Again, so this is your, what do you make of this, broadly speaking, the Independence Day address? From the money side of things, let's stick to the money side. Let's leave politics out of it.
Politics and I just want to take a second to. It's not politics, but I mean, one thing that has become obvious is the Nigerian politicians plan to win elections or plan for elections without planning for governance. You know, because. You find that election took place in February, I think.
Yes.
And then you have March, April, May, 3 months before takeover. And then took over May 29th. This is June, July, August, September. And we're still dealing with fuel subsidy. An issue that they campaigned, every party campaigned on, and they said they're going to,
throw it out.
So it tells immediately that there's lack of preparedness on, total, which is what I complain about always, the lack of rigor and total holistic thinking in Nigerian, sphere, how we do things. Because somebody would have thought that if you're going to remove the fuel subsidy, you would have thought about the consequential impact, down the line, how will it affect this and what will be my response? And so that when you start governance, you immediately pull out things from the drawer and start implementing or negotiate. But Nigeria, as I was saying, and I'm saying this because we have seen the people that will copy from how they rule.
But there was an 8-point agenda.
Yeah, but I mean, the issue is anybody can copy that and put everywhere. But the issue, the last line items on how to implement them is the problem. No, but let's put that. I guess maybe we don't know what other parties would have done, but the thing prevalent with the Nigerian politics is they prepare for elections, but don't prepare for governance. And so we have spoken about this several times. Okay, now, we all said in this program that we are for the removal of fuel subsidy. And then we said we all knew that if you remove fuel subsidy, you're going to have impact on the general populace. And then we said in this place that it's starting from the bottom of the pyramid, for example. What are the issues? The issues immediately will be the cost of feeding will go high, cost of transportation will go high.
Yes.
And those points where they spend money, the government, palliatives or measures must address those. And we've shouted ourselves on this program and from the beginning and said,
was anybody taking notes?
I'm sure they listen to us because I know they listen to us. And so better late than never. So the first thing is putting additional cash into the hand of citizens. But this time, federal government workers. I hear 25,000 somewhere and I hear 35,000 somewhere. So it looks like 35,000 Naira for every worker. Initially, it was for the junior workers.
Yes.
But now it's for everybody, I guess from the negotiation, which is not bad. Any money is not bad. My dad tells me anything they give to you, always take and then ask for more. So I guess that is, it comes in and it will help. Now, but the balance on that also, which is what I saw the government was trying to do, is you remember the Dodgy Awards? I don't know.
Just after the Civil War.
When it was poured in,
yes.
The next thing that happened was inflation.
For the federal workers.
Inflation went to the roof.
Yes.
And it was so dragged out that everybody knew about it. So as you got your allocation, as you're going home, as you got to your house, the landlord has already increased the rent.
Exactly.
Because he knew about the increase in the award. The market woman said, "Oh yeah, that." So
this is Tinubu's award.
Yeah,
in the manner of speaking. Mm-hmm. So what are you expecting?
There's a balance between how to I'm sure that's why they moderated it.
That Udoji award was based on helicopter oil money, mm-hmm. But this is hard time where between your debt, mm-hmm. your debt financing, your ways and means, mm-hmm. the books are bleeding, mm-hmm. all over. So again, there's a whole lot of difference.
Again, the accountants and the finance people in us have said it that that nothing will be different. And where we book Tinubu before he came into power, I said, where will he get the money? That the same way that Mr. Buhari was getting money, it will be the way that Mr. Tinubu will get money initially until things settle. Because where will he get the money to fund all this? So you can see the moderation and the temperance in trying to say, okay, let's do this in small by small to one, moderate inflation, and two, how to finance it. Now, in other climes also, the figure crunchers would have come out a million and say the consequence of this will be this to the economy,
yes.
the 25% the federal increase,
yes.
the removal or the cancellation of the VAT on diesel, which is good. We talked about already that.
Yes.
I hope it will trickle down, scale the price.
The manufacturers need the diesels a lot.
Exactly.
But 6 months VAT
holiday
on diesel. Would that dent? These folks were complaining about almost 200 billion inventory in the first half of the year. They're complaining of thousands of workers layoff. So, will this help?
Yeah.
We're in October. So we're heading towards the end of the year. What's likely going to change?
Nigerians tell us that what goes up, Nigerians really comes down. So we hope that the diesel price hanging at 900 Naira per litre will come down, to the pre-VAT level, which is about 600 Naira, 650 Naira. And that will moderate and impact the production cost.
But even at 600, 700 Naira per litre, it was still here.
Yeah, but we were complaining then. Then it emasculated us by pushing the price up.
So it took us back to where we were.
Let's say it's better than not coming. It's better. Let's come down. Now another thing again that came out from this policy, which is the one I've always worried about in Nigeria, is this issue of 15 million poverty register that they're going to pass 5,000 Naira each over the next 3 months.
Yes.
25K, 5,000 Naira for each.
Yes, about 15 million households.
So they again. We ask again, where is this register? Remember when they were doing the 5 billion Naira government palliative, state by state, they said they don't trust the existing register.
No, the state government, the subnational, said they didn't trust the federal government, so they want to have their own register at the state levels. So we're not sure whose register will be used for this
50 million.
Oh, by the way, this is additional 15 to the initial 5.
Initial 5.
Right?
Yeah.
So we now have like 20 million.
Now,
okay.
The other problems I talk about in Nigeria is the role of the states in this. Remember the press conference was on federal workers on federal payroll. Now, we heard in the meeting that the president of the governors forum listened or participated, and also one of the governors participated. So I believe that they're going to move this down to the states. Now, before now, states have been giving 5 billion Naira in palliative.
Yes.
So, have you seen that? You see some citizens carrying 2 or 3 cups of rice, plus some ogogoro, some this and ororo, small bottle of ororo, and that's a palliative for the states have shared,
Yeah, that's what it's meant to be. It's called palliative. So a spoon of rice is a palliative as long as you get it.
So the states continue to be problems for us in Nigeria, the subnational government, and we need to know what happens there. As the unions go back to go and make a decision.
But just to sum it up, do you think these palliatives, in the manner I'm speaking, was to enable the president buy some time to fix the longer issues?
It's concurrent. I mean, he has to, because remember, they are supposed to negotiate more permanent wage structure. That has not been done. So that's why they put all this in for 6 months and whatever, hoping that during that period, a more permanent structure would have been put in place to enable the government manage this process, and hoping that other things will happen along the line.
Yes, I remember. Who was that who says that the spirit directs? I remember that very well. But again, let's move on as things move on. Let's track it as it goes. Thank you so much. It's bright and early on Monday. If you're heading out for the 35,000, let me know. I'm here.
Give me a letter so I can collect yours for you.
Yes, okay. I'll just get at the door. Thank you so much, Chika Mbonu, Business Analyst.
Thank you.
You're watching the Global Business Report here on Arise.